All right, so Sammy and I are here to learn how to quilt. Actually, we're gonna try and work with Ellen, have her teach me the basics of quilting using our new owner tutoring process for technicians, not the official training, but let's see how this goes. And Sammy's gonna be a pain, I know it the whole time, but let's try it out. You're going to need thread, and start up by showing them how to use the bobbin winder. Oh, and tape the little Allen wrench that you use to assemble it to the bottom of the bobbin winder so Melissa doesn't get mad when she can't find it when she shows up for training. Okay, in the kit you're going to get 2 pieces of fabric, and one's the front, one's the back. It doesn't matter in our case because they're the same color. And then the batting. Ellen says for what we're going to do, we're going to want to do it the wide way. All right, so we're using pins since most people wouldn't have gotten the zippers yet if they're new to quilting. And the other good thing to think of is you can let the customer do the pinning so you don't stick yourself and bleed all over their nice leaders. So I obviously don't do this enough, and I'm very slow at it. No laughing, Ellen. All right.
I didn't say anything.
Did it. Okay, before Ellen tells me I'm doing this wrong, the fabric needs to go underneath the lower bar there, and then the batting or the back comes out to the furthest bar. Now we've got the side arms up in the standard position versus dropped. So we're going to talk standard position here. So it goes underneath.
Yeah.
Underneath. Okay, like that. So we will be pinning it to the bar in the center like this and up to the sides, correct?
Yes.
Oh, God, I do know something. All right, so it's not a lot of fabric. It's not going to roll a lot. But basically, you have your backing laid out here. Notice that I guess this would be the quilt top bar here is on the risers. Okay, Ellen's doing a little trim here. Sammy is underfoot as usual, so he can manage. So you basically lay the batting in, across the back, and then I think we need the top. Okay, so I'm trying to remember, do we normally pin the top here first and then put it up there? Well, okay, we'll find out from the expert here what the technique is and get back to you.
I don't.
You don't want to be in the video, okay.
I'm good.
She's
I
good.
can be here
She's
too.
here. So Ellen told me something that she does a little different than Melissa, but I can see it really doesn't matter. She likes to stitch the top basting stitch across the top. Whether you baste it or just the normal plumb line, before she ever pins to here. So we're going to try it that way. Sorry, Melissa. Okay, Ellen pointed out that we should actually have clamps on the back for tension purposes. Now this may vary depending on what process the customer has decided to use, but we're using the leader grip method here, which obviously I don't know how to do. I got it too close to the edge. All right, so I'm not, you're allowed to laugh. All right, I was just trying to get it close to the edge.
Well, you need to have a little space so it can secure it. Okay. Side note that you can cut out, we need new ones of these.
Oh, we need new grips. So don't pull that hard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I've got like packs of these. Okay. We are cutting that out.
Because you can feel how loose it is.
Okay. Well, Trust me, you're allowed to say, hey, Paul, bring me up a 4-pack of those.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Okay.
But yeah, you're not supposed to tug it off either. It's just gently
All
holding
right.
it.
You don't want it too tight, but gently in there. And we're all good.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
Now you do your plumb line.
Without hitting the
Grips.
or
Or leaders.
leaders.
Whichever direction you're coming from. Needle down, needle up.
Pull the thread up, which she does left-handed. I'm impressed.
Alright, you can do your plumb line in 2 ways. Which way do you want to show them? There's channel lock or there's just move. Melissa likes move.
Channel lock or move? You just need a straight line, whatever you decide to do it.
All right.
Let's show the move to the new customer. Oh, she's on move, continuous stitch under the pro stitcher menu. And she's just going to hit stop at the end. Look at that.
Okay, then release your thread. See, I don't normally have this up yet.
Oh,
either.
okay.
See this issue?
These vertically challenged individuals. Yes, okay.
Those of us that are short. Alright, you have a plumb line. You now lay your quilt top against the line because you now know this is a straight line. You
All
hope
right.
your quilt is straight, but you don't know that.
I see.
See? See? So now you know you'll have a straight line. And then you go about a 1/4 inch in and you do it again. So you can do the move, which is what we just did, or you can now do channel lock,
All right.
which I prefer channel lock.
All right, show us channel lock then. Channel lock's right next to move.
And I also baste when I do this stuff.
Baste when you do the
Yeah,
quilt.
when you're now putting your quilt on.
Use the
I
base
use the
stitch. I
baste.
like that.
So I'm locking horizontal.
And then you're just pulling
Now
the.
I have to physically pull it.
All right.
I like this because it's easier to stop it if you have to adjust your quilt.
All right.
Versus move, it keeps going,
I see.
and I feel like it's gonna run my fingers
I
over.
see. Okay. Cool. Okay, Paul did something wrong. You should have the latches down so that the back is kept taut during this process, but oops. Oh, now I'm gonna go pin. Now that she's got it secured there, she just pulls it tight and we're ready to pin it that way. So now we have a Melissa plus Ellen process here. Okay, after the long painful process of stitching or pinning along here, we put the locks down. Now, careful, these new sidearms have 2 levers on them. You got to put the right one so that it makes it tense, locks off when you roll it the right way. But so right now we've got everything laid out, and I think Ellen's going to show me the new training pattern to quilt from. So
Well, before you do that, you gotta stitch down your sides.
I'm such a failure. All right, so let me try and stitch down the sides here. And I'm gonna sneeze again. Don't wanna get too close to that. So, and you're gonna use a basting stitch. Oh, my nose. I'm allergic to fabric. All right, we don't, the channel locks are off. Baste is on. I'm just gonna pull this straight down. Quilt.
No.
No? No? You want the channel lock going down?
No,
Okay.
you don't need to quilt. You're not quilting a design. You're just doing it.
Oh,
No.
don't use Pro Stitcher.
No.
Just use the, all right.
Keep your bobbin thread.
All right, I don't want to get too close to you. All right, up, down.
Mhm.
I use the little swipe method. Pull it up,
There you go.
and then just, oh yeah, this is the Amazing. All right, so pull, back off, pull, up and down, pull, and snip.
Okay.
All right.
Repeat, other side. I'm stopping your camera.
Thank you. I'm gonna sort it out. Okay, so turn the bounds box off. We've loaded the starter design here, which looks like a rectangle without a bottom and then some squares. We'll take pictures. We have copied this into the base designs directory on C drive from a USB. It's not a standard design from Handy Quilter. All right, so should I mark my area and then size this to the area? Is that how you have me do it? No.
No, I don't want people to change the size
Do
of this.
not change the size of this.
No.
The width is 34.07, the height is 14.03, 34 by 14. So this will fit in
And an Amara.
Amara or a Forte. So if I want to make sure of that, can I mark an area, 2 point? Just to make sure, and then fit it in, or
but
what would you
be
suggest?
easier is if you go to modify and reposition by top left.
Ah, modify, reposition, top left.
And then you can double check that
It's not hitting anything.
it's gonna go across. So here's my other side.
Okay, so we fit. No resizing required. Standard area. So I assume I can just stitch it out.
Yes.
Would you recommend 12 stitches per inch?
I like 12.
You like 12. 13's unlucky, but don't tell Melissa that. Okay, so I have to, let's see, it's Pro Stitcher. Okay, we got stitch, we got start, we got pull up on. Now stitches per inch are going to be, is that under the gear? Stitches per inch. Ooh, the config, the gear stitches per inch. See, when they don't do this stuff. Okay, so it's not the base, and it is set to 12. So as long as we're not choosing the basting stitch from the menu, it should be doing 12.
Yes.
So I was just checking that. I knew that. Right? Okay. Pro Stitcher, not basting but quilt. We know it's already going to start. So
You want pull up auto?
pull up on. Auto moves it to the side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to do the little fish thing, so I don't need it to move to the side, but pull up auto is a nice thing for newbies, but let's try it without. Okay, so hit run, hold the thread, everything looks good, proceed. Okay, it paused. I swipe the thread under it to grab up the lower thread. If it moves aside, you pull it up with your fingers or whatever, but I've got 2 threads now in hand, so I'm going to hit resume. What do you call a short stitches? Okay. Let's do a Melissa here. All right, on this machine we have, okay. Well, let's see if I can do. Now we could play with speed right now. I like the speed. It's not too fast for the beginner. But you'll probably want to use customize on OptiStitch to slow things down from what a normal machine will do by default. Okay, so while I pull up the thread and take care of that, I have a question for Ellen.
Yes.
This is a new machine. Should we not have tried to stitch a little in the borders to check our thread tension?
Yes.
So that should probably be the step before we start this. is we clearly have some room on the sides here, and we should manually stitch out to adjust the tension. Look at the bottom now. Melissa uses Omni thread, and Ellen does in the studio, at least mostly in here. She uses other threads, but these machines are pretty used to it, so the tension is set for those threads. But when you're getting a new machine, you're going to probably have to play with the tension a little bit. Do it on the sides. Leave room for this training area up there, but just do some basic stitching. I think that's going to be an important step. So I'll clip the film and insert that. All right. So what are we doing next with this?
You're gonna load an edge to edge.
Load an edge to edge. So our edge to edge is going, okay.
It's gonna go from here to here. You're using this half.
Okay, so we're using the left half to do edge to edge training. Where is your instruction sheet?
Over there in the corner.
Fine.
All right, you're here. You're on step 7.
Click area tab.
Well, we can skip that for now because we're already done. But we need
Oh, and the run.
need step 7.
Click the area tab. What was RB area?
RB is rubber bound. So like you were
Oh.
trying to do before, mark an area
okay.
and scale. We didn't want to scale. We want the area to be the size.
Okay.
So what we did, we don't need an area, but we need it for the next one.
Okay.
So it's still selected. We go to area and rubber bound area.
Oh.
Or rubber band area.
Yep.
It grabs it, so now the area is the correct size because we need it for step 2.
Okay, so by rubber banding that area and leaving it there gets us ready for step 2. Okay.
Right. So we technically should have done that before we quilted, but we're
Okay. We got it.
Yeah.
We're gonna work.
So now you can move on.
Okay, open the clover edge. So you go File, Design. It's in the HQ Designs Continuous folder. Open Designs, HQ Designs, Continuous Lines, Clover edge to edge, and alphabetical. Okay, suck it in, Paul. There we go. Clover edge to edge. Oh, that pretty one. Okay. Son of a gun! That wasn't funny.
You woke up the dog.
Well, I'm sorry, Sammy. Okay.
You need to get closer.
All right. All right. Melissa makes this look so easy when she does it. Okay. So this is the clover edge to edge that we put in here. Let's see.
Is it going to be reversed?
All right. So we've opened the clover edge to edge, and obviously it's not in our area. So we probably want to put our machine up in the upper left. Now, did you mean it right by the horizontal left, vertical
Well, you
top?
don't have to move the machine to do this.
You don't. Oh, okay, okay. I see it. So
That's why we did the area before.
Okay, modify. Align. Horizontal left. Oh, it's doing it to the area. See, I'm vertical top. Okay. All right. We've done that. Select the repeat tab. Set horizontal to 2. Modify?
Repeat.
I don't know, where's repeat?
Right next to modify.
Oh, up top, I was looking at it.
Tab. Yeah.
Oh, repeat, okay. Twice. I like that. Click point to point. All right. Select vertical, set to 2. I'm sorry, vertical, 2. Remember, this is how slow the customer's going to do this. So
great.
what I'm doing, it's like, okay. All right. Modify and resize. Modify. Resize it. Unlock the aspect ratio, because that's what she says to do.
Ours is already unlocked.
Okay, so that's the lock here, so you unlock it. Unlock the aspect ratio. Set width to 20. Width. Oh, that's the irritation thing. 20. Enter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. I like that. Now you baseline.
Wait, what
Oh.
happened? You're not aligned anymore. You lost the alignment. Okay.
Okay, so we redid alignment.
Yeah, because if you look at when you set the width, it
Yeah.
jumped out of the area. So us doing it the alignment first, it should have stayed on the left.
All right, check alignment. That's good. But we want to be in there.
Yep.
Then we want to baseline this. Super baseline. So this will start stitching here, go all the way to the end, finish up here.
It's going to start here.
Oh, start at the top. That's right. That's a stitch down. Okay.
That's when it jumps.
And finish, jump back here, and then we're going to have to advance the quilt. Well,
Yes.
yes, because it won't all fit. You are good. This is an Ellen training program. This is great. Okay. So we should quilt the first pass of the design. So I will let Ellen take the camera back, and let's see if I can figure this out. All right, I know it'll move back into place, but I'd like to get it up close. Pro Stitcher, quilt, da-da-da-da-da-da, to your choices. Run, proceed. Pull up the thread, hold both of them, resume. So you can actually adjust the speed a little bit while it's running. Tapping a little, slowing it down just a little. So do you have any advice about OptiStitch adjusting the speed initially? Should beginners start slower so they can deal with issues quicker? Does it help?
I guess. It's because you don't want to go too slow, because then you can hear that the machine is not performing well, and your stitches could turn out on the thing. If you're seeing an issue with your points, then there's probably an issue going on with your OptiStitch.
Okay. All right, so we have completed the first pass. Now, if I remember, all this says is you will need to advance the quilt in order to quilt the second pass. First thing I need to do is cut the thread. The laser is really nice to try and get this looking good. Uh-oh. I haven't, here, because it must have hit one of the other threads. It's not pulling up. What do you do in this case, Ellen? Oh, you just pull harder?
Well,
Oh,
no.
it broke. No?
Because now you just broke your thread.
Ah, it's still
Say,
thread.
pull
that.
the top. Pull the top down. Yes, but did you actually release from the bottom, or are you still attached to the bottom? You don't know what thread broke.
Yes, we're still attached. I can tell.
All right, so try pull up again then. Hold your thread.
Okay, hold my thread.
And now do pull up and down.
Okay.
Hold your thread. Okay.
I'll do my swipe this time. Well, I've got a bunch of stuff here
I was
now.
gonna say, you're gonna have a lot. And now just chop it all off.
Chop it all off. I see. I'll cut a hole in the quilt.
Yeah, don't cut your quilt.
So instead of going underneath and trying to cut that lone thread down there, I just did it again, popped it up.
Yeah.
It's good to have a professional ask. All right, so that being said, somewhere down here is the next start point for the long jump. Now, it'd walk all that itself, but I brought it down into the area. So we're gonna hit resume.
Hold your thread.
Hold my thread. All right. So I should pull it up.
Yes.
All right. Oh, dang it. It didn't pull it up well that way, so I'm going to do it again, right on the hole. How's that come? Oh. I don't know why it's doing that, but okay, I got it.
It's
this
because
time.
you had the knot last time, so your tail is going to be really short.
Ah, okay. Came in short. All right.
What are you cutting?
I just made a little mess, and instead
okay.
of untangling it, I'm just cleaning it up. Staying clean. Okay, so unlike the handy quilter's method of drop the needle, and then advancing, we're going to use Melissa's method of putting a pin right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Grab one from right there.
Oh, there it is. Should I use a heart pin?
Sure.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
A pin you can recognize.
A pin you can recognize. Now, am I putting it directly into that hole?
You're putting it directly in where that bobbin thread is.
Okay. All right. Should I pop it back up or just leave it in?
No, like secure the pin.
Okay,
Because
secure
you're
the
going to be
pin.
moving your quilt. You want to make sure that pin doesn't move.
Okay. So I have secured. So now this thread can be pulled up. If it pulls out, it's not a problem, right?
Correct.
When I move that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to.
So your thread is caught. So kind of pull it from below.
All right.
So you don't waste bobbin.
Smart move. So in order to advance, you got to take the clamps off the sides, which I always forget to do, I'll be honest. A few times I do this. All right. And we know we don't have to advance it very far, just enough. Excuse me, Samson. All right, that release. They all need to be released.
They all need to be released.
And gently. Now normally you'd advance it so that was close to the top bar, but since we're limited on our fabric, we're gonna roll it back to use the right side, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this should be adequate to finish out the quilt on the bottom. So I'm gonna latch it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten things back up all around.
Mm-hmm.
That's tight. All right. So then, let's see if I can do this from memory here. We come down here.
Nope.
Nope. We got to finish basting down here first?
Nope.
What do you want me to do next, boss?
Clamp.
Oh!
If
Clamp.
If you baste and reposition before you clamp and then you clamp, you just moved all of that. So you gotta clamp first.
You make it look so easy. All right. By the way, for any of our customers that are watching this, we do have replacement side grip things, plastic parts. If through a lot of use they get worn out. Okay, so now that I've done that, boss, can I reposition on the,
No.
what do I do next?
Baste.
Okay, base the sides.
Yeah.
Okay. I should stop this right now because you don't need,
Yeah.
okay, there we go. All right, so now we go pro stitcher, baste. We come down here. Doesn't matter exactly where. Here I made it look so easy up front, now I can't do it. where's the end of that one? He got long. Oh, there he goes. All right. All right, baste.
Okay.
Okay, now I can go back after
Now you can
basting.
reposition.
Okay, sides, baste, reposition. All right, so the little heart here gives me the exact position. Now, because I've restretched, removed it by doing this method, when I reposition on that hole, I'm certain to start in the right place for the rest of it.
Use your laser light.
Laser light right on that hole.
Wait, don't take your pin out yet.
Okay, he's there.
Go to reposition.
Okay, right there. Modify. No, reposition. Start point.
Good.
All right, so even though we're starting at the top, oops, I typoed, don't touch your screen. I think I turned off something here. Or I did something, so hit the undo, right?
Yeah, and what did you do? Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you're good.
I think I must have slid it when I typed it with the finger. Okay, so we're back on there at the top. We're
See,
gonna
now you're repositioned. Now you can take your pin out.
Now I can take the pin out. And be careful with pins. Okay. And then I just redo this pass like I did the last one.
Yep.
Oh my.
Now, before you start, you want to move your machine towards your bar. Make sure you're going to get the whole thing.
All right.
Good.
Okay, so we're past the start point there.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just like to double check that you're not going to hit the bar.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yep, you're good. You're not quilting anything over there.
I'm just having fun. My brain's a little slower than yours on this part. Okay, so I know I'll go a little bit over that side. All right, so we go pro stitcher, turn off baste, quilt is on, the da is on. Two threads up, proceed. All right, go on. Now the one thing that I have done when I'm not sure about it, when I'm working on a real quilt, is I'll air stitch the first little bit to see if I'm really positioned where I should be.
Yeah.
So we should probably demonstrate air stitching at this point to the new person so that they can start it out.
Yep.
So I'll insert that into that.
Okay.
All right, so this is the after. Looks really good. I can feel underneath. Stitch quality is really good. And there you've done a 2-pass edge to edge, which you can just build on as a new user and do lots of quilts just with edge to edge. Though watch Melissa's videos, it covers a lot more about how to crop off the bottom and everything else, but this is a good way to get started and know the machine's working. Next we're going to go into positioning a block within the square. So I'm going to roll the stuff back, get it all set up so we can do part 2. All right, once Ellen reminded me to put the grips on the sides again, I think we're ready. We reposition back. We're going to position a pattern in a block pattern in the block. She's loving this, I can tell. Okay, so first we need to stop what we were doing before. We probably need to clear. Close. Is that file? Clear all or just
No,
close?
close. You want to close selected. If you clear all, you're going to lose your whole marking and everything.
Now that's important, newbies in text, because I would have made that mistake. You want to use close, not clear all, and just close the selected, which gets that out of the picture there. All right, so then she says open, design open, from the Handy Quilter blocks directory, Couldn't you have done one in English? The fleur de lis. Heart.
I
Okay.
wanted something pretty.
Something pretty. Okay. Okay. Now getting on the flower. Up, fleur.
There
No,
you go.
that's a girl. Fleur de lis. Heart.
Yes.
Heart. Oh, that is pretty. All right. And it's way the heck over there. Now, I know several ways to modify a line, but that's not selected right now.
Okay, I gave you directions.
Oh, you mean I got to read? Select modify tab resize. Okay. Modify, resize, set to 10.
Oh, we need to turn our aspect ratio back on.
Lock the aspect ratio. Hold on.
Yep. Notes.
I have a pen right here. Take 2. All right. So we got all that and set it to 10.
Good.
All right. Select the area tab. Move the needle over the top left corner of the stitched square. Area tab. Move this to the corner. Oh, I guess you want me to put it up there.
Right.
Look
Okay.
at the laser. All
I
right.
have a drop coming. If you want to pause.
All right, we can pause. We got a drop coming. All right. All right. Oops, I set the paper down. Recording, by the way. All right. So first, we need to clear the area, because we're going to set a new area. We moved the machine so the laser's pointing at the top left corner of the block, the square in the fabric.
Stitched square on the
Stitched square.
fabric. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to use multi-point, not 2-point, to go from corner to corner. So according to this on this machine, multi-point's actually going to be the diamond on the handlebar or touch the
Whenever you're in
screen.
area mode, yes.
Okay. So we do our all right, we have a square. I don't need to go hit that same corner again, correct?
Correct.
It's automatically there.
Correct.
Okay. Select Modify tab Skew 2 to place the block. All right, Modify, Skew, and Skew 2. Okay, so the design in the background that we originally stitched isn't lining up with this because we've moved
You've moved the quilt back.
the quilt back and forth. So we can really ignore that.
Close that one.
So I could touch that one and close it.
Yeah. Because it is no longer needed.
Close. Selected. All right, so now we've only got that pattern on there. We've got it in the area. We skewed it to the block. Align and reposition are also tools you can use to place the block. Okay, that's good. And we go baseline, which only shows up
If you select your block.
when I select the block. Okay, the block selected, I can hit baseline. Okay. I guess it's time to fill the square with pretty hearts. All right, Pro Stitcher. I'm gonna tie off at the end just because I want to. All right. So we go run, holding the thread. Got both threads, resume. I dropped it. Now, if you're an expert, Melissa would have gone in and snipped those off already while it was off running someplace else. All right. Now, the other thing I notice that I accidentally do sometimes is if I touch the fabric, it's going to cause the stitching to not be placed in the proper spot.
Correct.
Now that can be a bad thing, but I've also seen Melissa do it to line things up when they're just not quite right. Now,
Yes.
that's an advanced user type thing, but
Yeah, we don't need to teach that.
no. But, yes, we are novices. Huh, Sammy? All right. What do you think, Sammy? Look at that. Let me do my little swish. Release the tension on the thread. Pull back and very carefully aim. Fire. Pull back. And clip. And we're professional quilters now. I like it. Woohoo! So there's some space left here to practice on, and watching Melissa's videos will tell you how to fill in a border, right?
Exactly.
So I do think this is more than enough, and we'll let the experts take over. All right, technicians, this is it. We will send you more details. But this should be done with all of our new tables, with all of our new users that have not been Longarmers before. Have a great day.